What's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Season 1, Episode 6. This is going to be a fast review, you guys, because they're playing music outside. Just in case you guys didn't know, I am on location. Remember, we are in Cancun, Mexico for our 25th anniversary. So it's been really nice, except it's hot as fuck. I mean, it is hot. Like, you can't even stand to be out there. You either need to be in some water, or it needs to be an air conditioner somewhere, or you just stay your ass in a room. Child, we going to see the Mayan ruins tomorrow. The seventh wonder, one of the 7 wonders of the world, and I'm excited about it, but I know we gonna be hot as fuck. I don't do well in heat, you know, so it's gonna be an interesting day. I'm glad I wore this hair though, you guys. Didn't do the little makeup up there, y'all don't worry about it, but it's just really, really hot. And you know, the music going and all. I don't know when Real Housewives is gonna happen because we go on our excursion tomorrow and we have to be there. We have to leave here at 6 in the morning. No, sorry, 7 in the morning. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up in time to do Real Housewives, at least get it recorded and then maybe edit it, but I don't know. I'm not gonna hold myself to it. So if y'all don't see it tomorrow, might not get it this week, or maybe, because then the next day is our anniversary, August 1st, and then Mr.'s birthday is the 2nd, so yeah, we've got a lot of stuff planned and all, which I knew, so that's why I said we definitely ain't doing top of the blogs. But yeah, you guys, having a stone cold groove has been a blast so far. It's just hot. Mr. is still doing the work that matters though, y'all. He said he gonna vlog for y'all, so he been doing it. We almost damn near, you know, he was mad at me this morning for breakfast because I messed up his shot. Look, I'm on vacation. You the one working, not me, so I was just like, whatever, child. So we'll see how it goes. Today is our first full day here, so even though we got here early yesterday and was able to check in early, so we actually got a full day yesterday. So anyway, you guys, y'all didn't come here for that. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll just show you guys our view. It's so beautiful out there. That's if the music ain't playing, because I can't seem to get Mr. to understand that I can't have Run DMC and Beastie Boys playing in the background while I'm doing this video. He just refuses to turn it. He turns it down, but he still think I can't hear it, but you can hear it. You guys know how sensitive YouTube is. I don't want them to flag this video. Not that I make much off of, I mean, not that I really get many views on this show. But anyway, yeah, let's get through this, you guys. The review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show started with Brandon and Kristen still arguing with Anthony's dumbass at the restaurant. You know, they're accusing him, or really Christina is accusing him of being a bandwagon jumper, him and his wife, you know. How do you jump on somebody's side and not knowing the whole full story? Well, Anthony is saying that Latoya, she doesn't really care what the situation is. She just don't like all of this turmoil in public. I said, oh, okay, so that's the type of person that Latoya is. Okay, listen, you gotta stand. I don't like mess either. I don't like fussing, arguing in public, none of that. But I don't like arguing in private. Like, I feel like we could discuss it, right? But sometimes it gets to that. And really, Christina wasn't the one that was doing all the yelling and screaming and bringing all that attention to them. That was Kobe with her childish ass. She is a fucking brat. I could tell she's one of those spoiled ones that's used to get in her way, because anytime you say something that she don't agree with, she get to yelling and screaming. How is it that Christina is blamed for this? Anthony has the nerve to say that Christina loves drama. Every time they get around Christina and Brandon, there's always drama. I said, this from Anthony, this missing chromosome looking ass nigga up here trying to tell us that Christina is the one that brings the drama? So Anthony, he's up there arguing back and forth with Christina. Really, Brandon is kind of out of it. It's mostly between Christina and Anthony. Really, Brandon can't even get a word in edgewise. But the thing is, just because Anthony says things loudly does not make those statements true. Y'all know a devil will lie to your face. Talking about Christina and Brandon are bringing the drama. Okay, Christina and Brandon did have their own drama, and I think now I think that they are probably regretting that they started with the storyline as if Brandon was a habitual cheater, because this storyline makes more sense. It makes us like them more because, remember I told you guys last week, This probably will bring them closer together just because they have to face two couples that's going against them on some old bullshit. So Christina's like, just because Brandon and Russell had a problem, that has nothing to do with you and Brandon. You know, you guys are supposed to be having this showcase. Y'all supposed to be having this business together. Like, why is it that you all of a sudden just automatically assume that Russell and Kobe is right? How you lose trust in Brandon because of what Russell and Brandon did. Well, I feel the way that I feel. Basically, Anthony doesn't feel wrong about anything that he has done, which is very annoying about Anthony. I'm telling you guys, what did I just call him? Oh, I don't like these kind of people, okay? You could have never told me at the beginning of this show that I was actually going to be on Brandon and Christina's side. But, you know, if you watch the opening credits and you see who is the last person, okay, I think Christina is the melody of the show. You guys see she throws her fur coat or her first stole to the camera the same way that Melody does with her sash on her thing. Yeah, we know who is going to be the fave of this show. Kobe and Latoya obviously thought that it was going to be them, but you know, I know that I'm leaning towards Christina and Brandon. I don't know about the rest of you guys. So while they're going back and forth and Anthony is trying to plead, well, not plead his case, but trying to argue his point, you know, Christina was like, you know, we can go because I don't even really know what's going on here. Okay, like I said, this missing chromosome. Listen, we gonna call him MC Anthony from here on. Child, I got the nicknames today, honey. The nicknames is where MC Anthony is what he shall be from here on out. I don't blame Christina one bit, okay? And I'm glad that Christina and Brandon, with all of the faults that they showed of Brandon at the beginning, that these two have sense enough to see when a fucking snake is a snake. Anthony trying to call them the snake. We ain't even got deep into all of the snakeism that Anthony has, but we'll talk about it in a minute. But I'm team Brandon and Christina. I bet you they didn't see that one coming. Now later on, we see Latoya and Anthony in their backyard. You know, they say that that's their oasis, their haven, where they're able to just sit down and talk and be together with the family. She's talking to Anthony about the birthday party. Do you know that Christina still hasn't called Kobe? Why should I call Kobe when your husband already uninvited us? Why should I now call her? I tried to talk to her like she had some damn sense and she started screaming and yelling. So you know what? Let me just back off and cool down. But Latoya feels like it's a slight towards Kobe and Russell. But Latoya was just like, it was no drama there. You know, I just like things chill, no drama. I said, oh, I see what kind of bitch you are. You was a sweeping the shit under the rug ass bitch. You and MC Anthony, y'all the same, okay? You don't want to face the issues. You just don't want to look bad in public, all right? So as long as they don't say anything in public, then Latoya's fine with it. I don't like them types either. Because like I said, sometimes the shit got to be addressed. If it gets loud, oh well. Like I said, Christina wasn't the one that was doing all that yelling. So Anthony was like, yeah, you know, when we went talking, it was a lot of accusations being thrown around. And Christina called us bandwagon jumpers, you know, for automatically taking Russell and Kobe's side. Oh, Latoya gets a kick out of that. But she doesn't want to be seen as a person that's taking sides. You just don't need to do any of this in public, you know. But it's clear that she feels like these two need to talk, you know, Kobe and Christina. Okay, yeah, we can probably talk, but not if a bitch gonna be coming and yelling at me. All right. And then, you know, Anthony says, well, you know, I kind of have a feeling that the way that Christina's acting is because of, you know, how she feels with Brandon. You know, hurt people. You guys know how much I hate that saying. Not so much because it is actually a true statement, but so many people use it for fuck shit, okay? Christina's not hurt over what Brandon has done, and that's the reason why she's talking to Anthony the way that she is. She's talking the way that she is because she is pissed off because you trying to make it seem like it was Christina that had the problem with Kobe and not the other way around. Okay, Mr. Sony, Marvel Comics man, you should know of all people that you need to know the full story before you start. And really, you don't need to be picking sides at all. How about you say, I really want you guys to work it out, and me and Latoya, we gonna just sit back and let y'all figure it out. But no, here go Anthony, always feeling like he gotta usher in somebody's damn compromiser so they can sit down and talk like he's the only one that's refined enough to have a conversation without yelling and screaming. MC Anthony is the main one. So anyway, Christina was like, I don't even understand why Latoya is choosing sides. Like, She doesn't even know what's going on. I can't get nothing done because Mr. got the music just fucking blasting out there. I'm so annoyed. Like, I done sent him a text message telling him to turn his shit down. And he's still, the music is just blasting. Like, can I do this for just 30 minutes? This is exactly why I don't. And then Jada's texting me because she's trying to cook and she got all these questions. And I'm just like, I done forgot where I was. Let me just, hold on. Anyway, you guys, of course, the story that Anthony is relaying to Latoya is the way that he sees things and not necessarily the reality for the rest of us, okay? Now Latoya is like, she wasn't really mad at Christina or Kobe. She just feels like these two need to speak. But, if she would sit back and really think about all the events where they got together, it's always the same common denominator, which would be Brandon and Kristen. Think about it, okay? The lavender fields, they had a blow up, okay? The opulence event, there was a blow up. Then now the skating event, there was a blow up. Okay, well, let's look at that a little closer. Yes, the lavender fields, Brandon and Christina had something. At the opulence event, who do you guys remember screaming the most? Yeah, Anthony and Chelsea, okay? So how does Brandon and Christina get blamed for that? Because they were talking about their issues and Anthony couldn't control his damn self? And then we get to the skating event, and who was the problem there? Kobe, Russell, okay? Not Brandon and Christina. Yeah, Brandon shouldn't have said what he said. We already established that. Stay out of the damn business. But really, can you blame all that what happened on them two? For Latoya to be feeling the way that she feels. Latoya full of shit too, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna like her. Her being a doctor and all. Thought she would have sense. But yeah, she's your typical nigga that don't want to look bad. So now Anthony was like, he still like Brandon and Christina. He want things to work out, He think that they need to take a trip. I was like, why do you feel like we would go on a trip when we can't even get along here in the state, the city that we all live in? Okay? Why would I want to go on a trip with you guys? But see, this is the thing with reality shows. Remember when fights happened organically back in the day? When you truly felt that a person had a problem with somebody else? Let's think of some historic beefs. Phaedra and Kenya. Kenya and Portia. Hell, Mariah and Quad, even though I didn't watch that show, I know that they had a beef at one time. We can think of all of these historic beefs that were genuine and authentic, okay? This is the problem with reality shows today. Now, you'd have created a beef out of something as minimal as this. Now Anthony is turning around and saying that they ought to go on a trip. It's just like they have like put everything in a blender and sped it up real fast, mixed it all together, and now they're trying to give this to us. And I'm sorry, Carlos King, we are smarter than this. We deserve more than this. You guys thinking that you can just throw some shit at us and like I said last week, throwing shit at the wall and see what will stick. We are smart enough to see that you guys are just creating and coming up with drama where there is none. None. He says that Brandon is still his guy, but he feels like Brandon needs to apologize to everybody. Fuck y'all. Brandon don't need to apologize to anybody, really. But if Brandon felt like maybe he should apologize, that apology would only go to Kobe, okay? Or Russell, because he can't talk to her. Remember Russell said, don't talk to my wife. Don't even say nothing to my wife. Okay, so, yeah, this is... I was like, I hope Brandon is not pressured to apologize. We can talk it out like men, but apologize, no. Now, speaking of Russell and Kobe, these two at the house, and they trying to just catching up with each other because apparently they don't talk otherwise. Because tell me why is Russell telling Kobe that he's about ready to make the move on the gym, and old girl was like, I ain't even talked to you about this gym since last time that we spoke about it that us, the viewers, saw. So how you mean to tell me that when I told you, please let me in on the front end, I'm finding out on the back end, and I told you I didn't want that to happen. He was like, oh, that don't even really matter. He already got it all figured out. Okay, it's just that he needs to talk to him about the financials. That's the last part. I said the financials needed to be the very first part. I don't proclaim to be this extreme businesswoman, but everybody got sense enough to fucking know, find out if you gonna lose money when you invest in this business. Like, that is the first question. How does this help me and my family? You gonna wait until the deal is almost sold and then be like, oh yeah, tell me a little bit about how much I can expect to make on this thing. The man already told this fool, because Russell's stupid. Okay, good looking on the outside and just as dumb as a bag of rocks on the inside. The man already told him it took him some time to get a profit. But Russell, So anyway, of course, Kobe is like, remember I asked you to bring me in on things. So please, going forward, I was like, how much forward more are we going? The man just told you that the deal is almost closed, stupid ass. Oh, I hate saying these things about women, but I'm telling you, Kobe is not the brightest. Not the brightest. Mister's coming inside, I think. I know that Russell's gonna buy it without her consent. Just watch. Now later on, Chelsea comes over to visit Kobe. And, hey girl, it's been a long time. What's up? And she was just like, oh girl, it's so much going on. She was like, yeah, I was surprised that Brandon and Christina was not at your party. She was just like, well, that's not even it. We haven't spoken, me and Christina. Why would Christina be talking to you when you... Anyway, but that ain't what Kobe wants to talk to Chelsea about. She wants to talk about the communication problems that she's having with Russell. She said that it's giving girlfriend and not wifey vibes. The fact that, because he's such a strong alpha, strong-willed, intelligent man, sometimes he moves forward like he's a bachelor, not the fact that he has a whole wife and child here that he also needs to consider. Okay? Sounds like a control freak to me, but maybe she knows her man better. But she was just like, he's trying to make this large purchase of this gym, and we haven't discussed it. Like, we talked about it a little bit initially, and now he come telling me that he's about ready to make a move. Okay. Housekeeping is here now, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm not really sure. I just want to get the video done, and the housekeeping is here, and I wanted to make sure that she did clean our room, so I came outside. Hopefully you guys can hear this well. I'm very irritated, if you can tell. I'm trying to stay calm, trying not to get into no arguments, but I just want to finish the fucking video, this stupid ass show. Let's try it. Hopefully y'all don't ignore it. Y'all know I ain't got the best sound anyway, but just please give a bitch a pass today with the noise that you hear in the background. Okay? Anyway, Russell has decided that he's buying this gym, and I don't even know if that's the problem that Kobe has with it. I think the bigger problem Kobe has is the fact that Russell has not included her in the decision making. And Chelsea was like, oh, she totally understands, and you're gonna have a talk with him that, I am the wife, so I deserve to be on the know. I was like, you sure better believe it. Nigga, you ain't attaching my financials to none of that if I don't have anything to do with it, if I don't know what's going on with it. That's the least that this man can do for her. So the fact that he just gonna go on and listen, all that's on you. Don't be asking me to help you out painting, bringing in some equipment, washing the towels for the sauna, figuring out some bookkeeping issues, stocking the damn vending machines, running the smoothie bar, making sure that the weights is available, the equipment is clean. Don't ask me to do a goddamn thing. Because when that shit go down, that's gonna be on you. But see, that's not how it always works with marriages. Sometimes your financials, your shit get attached to it automatically because you guys are legally married. So yeah. Kobe, she's so busy worried about what's going on with Christina, she need to be talking to her dumb ass husband before he put her ass in debt, is what she need to do. Chelsea was like, you need to make sure that he knows that you're his right-hand man, basically. Damn fool got two left hands anyway. Dummy. Speaking of Russell, Rev Russell has decided that he wants to have a Bible study, okay? You know, part of him being in theological school, some of his homework is, you know, he has to reach out to his community, and so he decided that he's going to have a Bible study for the men in his life, okay? The men in his life would be MC Anthony, Brandon, Bravo, okay? So, yeah, he got them all together. Brandon comes with his Bible. He says it's Christina's, but oh well, you know, baby steps. But he's there, considering he hasn't spoken to Russell since the last time they got together. Remember, Russell said he was gonna break all the bones in his body. I was like, honey, Brandon better than me, okay? But anyway, how much do you think these people get paid for these shows to be dealing with this kind of shit? Okay, anyway. So they all sit down, the four brothers. You know, Russell was just like, you know, I just want to talk to you as a man. The last time that we got together, I said how I felt because that's how I felt at the time. And Brandon was like, yeah, that shit wasn't cool. Like, I felt that for like a week. Like, I kept thinking about it. And Russell was like, you know, even though he did feel that way, maybe he reacted too swiftly. They have been rocking with each other for a long time. And so, you know, as his brother, you know, as a man, he's coming to him to let him know that, you know, he's just going to get past that. They just going to move past that problem that they had, okay? If you would have talked like you had some fucking sense when you guys sat down the first time, I mean, you was that heated over Kobe cat. I mean, you would think that this nigga called his wife the most horrible of whores out there, okay? Anyway, so Brandon was just like, yeah, he made a judgment and error. I said error and judgment, Brandon, but it's okay. We know what you meant. So we moved past that. But then Russell was just like, well, but I must say that Christina called me and told me that Anthony was throwing his name under the bus out there. Okay, now, we haven't had the conversation about Christina and her PR person. Maybe I should have done that part first, but I guess I could throw that in really quickly. So Christina had gone to lunch with Brittany Brown. She is the who's PR representative of all of the people that matter in Detroit. New Detroit and old, I guess. And, you know, Christina was like, she wanted to make sure that she got Brittany on her team, you know, because I guess Brittany can put her back out there. You know, Christina just turned 40. She had the baby. She was kind of off the scene, but now she's ready to get back in it. So she was like, you know, wanted to hire this girl, Brittany. And Brittany was like, hey, it's all good. Like, you know I haven't seen you for a long time. And yeah, I wouldn't mind working for you. But however, Anthony told me that your husband don't like me. First of all, I don't care if my husband don't like you. Okay, I'm the one that's doing the business with you. I already know that you're going to be able to take my business to the next level. So I don't give a fuck. My husband ain't got to like you. This ain't his business. This is my business. Okay, but I mean, I'll give it to Brittany. She can feel a way about that. But if I was Christina, I would have been like, yeah, I mean, that's not how he feels, but yeah, this business is ours. So let's see what we can do together. But, you know, so Brittany just wanted to discuss it with Christina so they can be on the same page. And she was just like, first of all, Brandon don't have a problem with you. MC Anthony is the problem. Because apparently Brittany represents MC Anthony as well. And I can put two and two together and figure out the fact that Anthony, he wants him and Latoya to be the ones that are all the who's who in Detroit. You don't want it to happen for Brandon and Christina. MC Anthony, you can tell, is one of those ones that's riding the coattails of his wife, being a doctor, okay? And maybe his family did have some money or something. We'll find out about that in a minute. But I feel like MC Anthony is one of those people that is trying to be something that he is not. All right, why the fuck you and your wife need a PR person anyway? We didn't even know who the fuck y'all was until y'all came on the show. So, you know, Christina's trying to explain to her that no, the problem is that Brandon and Russell had a problem with each other. And then MC Anthony took it upon himself, along with his wife, to jump on the other side and not even listen to it. I don't even know if she went into depth with that, but she was just like, really, Russell and Brandon have something totally separate from anything that MC Anthony and the rest of us have, okay? I was just like, that damn MC Anthony is definitely trying to cock block here. He don't want them to be on the come up the same way that him and his wife might be. So, you know, you have got to be stupid if you don't see the games that's being played here. And I'm glad that they've edited this way so that we can see it for what it is. I really, truly hope they have a reunion, because they all need to pay. They all need to pay and speak for themselves on the way that they are acting with Brandon and Christina. Oh, I just really want them to have a reunion, you guys. MC Anthony back there pulling the strings behind the scenes. He ain't slick. So anyway, now that these two are back at the, now that these two are at this Bible study, Russell is confronting MC Anthony about what was said. And so MC Anthony, he tries to act like he didn't even say nothing. Well, first of all, let's address the situation where Brandon is confronting MC Anthony about what he told Brittany. Okay, basically saying that Brittany, you know, that Brandon didn't like Brittany. He was like, I never said that, MC Anthony. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're going to sit here and lie. You know, we can take a lie detector anytime. And Brandon was like, we can do that. But I know I didn't say anything like that. You know, if we were having a conversation and maybe something was taken out of context wrong, you know, but I don't remember saying anything like that. I said, Brandon, don't even give him that. Don't even give him that. This is nothing more than or less than MC Anthony not wanting you and your wife to have the same representation as him and his wife, because, you know, he's up here and y'all down here. I am very glad that Brandon is smart enough to see how this is going. He was just like, I am sitting across from a hater, okay? This is a person that acts like they smiling in your face. They act like they on your team. They act like they want everything for you. They act like they're gonna try to help you, and behind your back, they are stabbing you in your fucking ass, okay? And doing all of the things to keep you from being able to get further along in your career. Whatever you're trying to do, it's classic. We have seen this. I haven't been a part of this. It's probably why I feel so passionate, because I had a girl do this to me years and years ago when I worked at Jenny Craig. All right, but let me tell you, Roxanne got to the bottom of that shit. I had a big ass meeting with all of the staff, and we all confronted her. All right, yeah, you know, and I called the district manager in and everybody, honey. We was all there, because you was not gonna do this to me, baby. I am smart enough to see it. So I know what Brandon is going through, and that damn Anthony, he's so tiring. So yeah, he's yelling and screaming, and Brandon is not screaming at all. Anytime you see people reacting the way that they do, they're usually the wrong ones, okay? Kobe with that yelling and screaming, MC Anthony with that yelling and screaming. And on each occasion, you know that both of them they wrong. That's why they're so emotional. So, you know, Brandon started throwing around, you know, all of the things that he did. He don't need Brandon. You know, I done already touched $1 million. I done made way more than you. You touched it because your wife probably had it. Brandon was just like, yeah, it could have came from your daddy. That's your daddy's money. Brandon was like, I don't know if that's really his daddy's money. He was just throwing something out there. But the way that Anthony did react, the way that MC Anthony did react, yeah, maybe there's some truth to that. I said, let's explore that in the future if this show makes it back. So, you know, he's going on. Star Factory has not produced one hit out of that. And Brandon was just like, you can do all this yelling and screaming that you want. It's not going to make nothing that you say true. Now, they going back and forth with all this yelling and screaming, and Bravo and Russell are sitting over there looking like we did not know that the Bible study was going to go this way. You know, Bravo was like, you got too much ego in it. Really, Brandon wasn't giving no bravado. He wasn't giving no ego. That was all MC Anthony. All that reaction is nothing but ego, because he doesn't like anybody to challenge him. That's the reason why he had the problems with Latoya that they sweeping under the rug, because, you know, they look perfect in person. They look perfect. You cannot say that these two ain't perfect. Bravo is just like, we just want to do the damn showcase. Can we just do the damn showcase, okay? And yeah, we can do the showcase. But Brandon got a problem with the fact that Russell, you know, apparently had called him and told him that they got 25 spots on a damn, this review is all out of order, you guys, but let me just say this. Brandon told Christina that MC Anthony had called him and told him that they had 25 spots of people on this showcase. and that Brandon has 3 spots. And I was like, I don't give a fuck what show. What is happening with 25 people? They only gonna sing a verse and maybe the hook. Because who thinks to sit there and listen to anybody? 25 people sing one song. We will be there all night. Yeah, that's not going to work. That ought to tell you right there that MC Anthony don't know what the hell he's doing. And like Brandon said, that is not a showcase. That's a cash grab. Okay, you trying to get all these people to pay in to come into this showcase, performing in this showcase, and now you just, who has time to be sitting there and watching 10 people? What is wrong with MC Anthony? As soon as he said 25 people, I was like, even 10 to me is too many people, really. But you're not gonna have 25 people, 20 nothing. First of all, it is Brandon's function, and how is MC Anthony taking over? But I'm telling you, he is one of those kind of people. I like the fact that Christina is now on the team with Brandon, okay? She is now the one that's coming in to help him get this showcase off the ground, because it's clear that the shit done ran off the rails, leaving it up to the men. Honey, leave it to a woman to have to come in and solve things. Yeah, this nigga ain't fixing to take over 25 fucking ass. No. Okay? We gonna do 10 maybe. And this is really Brandon's thing. So that's why now she is coming. That's why I'm glad that these two have decided to really try to, we don't even hear about that Brandon messing around and all of that. That was a wrong storyline, a wrong story arc to explore. So it's probably going to be some time before people actually come around to Brandon and Christina. But if you can't see what's going on here, something wrong with you. Christina can't even understand how MC Anthony has artists. She's like, is he a producer? Is he a mixer? Like, is he a writer? No, he's none of those things. He's one of those people that attach themselves to something that's going to be a success and then tries to take the credit for it. We know those types. Yeah, honey, we ain't, y'all. Anyway, Bravo is finally able to kind of calm it down a little bit, bring it back around to what they were trying to do, which is this damn showcase. Bravo just want to get the damn showcase done. Y'all can go somewhere with all of the ego and everything. Okay, tell your boy MC Anthony to shut up. Bravo said, oh, the music is about to come on. Let me hurry up. Bravo said, oh, that's the live band, okay. Bravo said that he didn't even know that MC Anthony and Brandon was having all these problems. Brandon was like, well, see, that's the whole thing. Me and Russell were having the problems. Me and MC Anthony wasn't. MC Anthony has totally immersed himself into this whatever it was, beef, if that's what you want to call it. And now he's the problem, and Russell don't even know what the hell's going on no more, child. Anyway, like I said, MC Anthony, I ain't even gonna worry about it. Brandon is still my guy. I still want to see him win. He owe me money and everything. I ain't even gonna think about it. I was like, oh. At MC Anthony, nigga, what money did you loan out? Was it your wife's money? Because I'ma still need to know what he does. When he was saying, okay, it's getting active out here. I need to finish up. When he was saying that he checked his resume, he done did a whole bunch of shit, check his resume, and when Brandon said, yeah, we'll check your resume is going to say all the general bullet points, just like when you talk. Oh my God, I laughed. I was like, yeah, Brandon actually is smart. And that damn MC Anthony ain't fooling nobody. Anyway, they calm it down. They decide they gonna move forward, and not worry about this. They get into a prayer circle. Everybody throws in their prayer, and then it's over. But I was just like, that MC Anthony, he the biggest bitch on the show. Let me show you guys the fairy dust. I might as well show y'all what's going on in the background. Y'all see all that, hear all this noise. That's the fairy that's going. But this is all my view from my balcony. And I just love it, you guys. It's so beautiful out there. I don't need to be in the picture. Cut my big face out the picture. So anyway, yeah, look at that. Okay, nice, right? We'll be here till Friday. I'm so happy. But anyway, while the lady is in there cleaning in our bedroom, y'all see the maid Maid is not what we're supposed to call him anymore, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, lastly, so Christina, look, I'm hot. Y'all, I'm doing a whole lot trying to get this video to y'all. Christina and Kobe, they finally meet. And it's really, really tense, you know, because I mean, I think Christina is really just trying to have a conversation with this fool, and let me stop calling that girl that, but I just, like, let's just sit and talk. Christina, because she's grown, she wants to do this. I'm gonna have to go in the house. I'm gonna have to go in the room, because now they singing. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna just try to finish this up, because it ain't really much to it. Kobe was like, she don't understand why they needed to meet in person, because we're grown women, and sometimes you need to see a person when you talk to them, so you can get all of the body language and the mannerisms and everything, and people can look you in your eye and see if you are lying or not. I don't like texting. Like, I don't like texting when it's arguments, when it's confrontational and things like this. I don't want to text it. I don't even want to be on the phone. I want to talk to you so that I can get you to understand where I'm coming from, and you can tell me where you're coming from, and we can try to get an understanding here. You know, Kobe, she can call me, you know, I'm a mother, she's a mother. We have busy careers. You know, she don't understand why she got to talk. See, that tell me right there your ass is scared to sit there and face her. All right, but no, we're doing this face to face. And immediately, the argument goes from Christina trying to explain to Kobe about the brand deal and how she was working on it, to now Kobe is upset that Christina called Russell to tell Russell about the shit that supposedly MC Anthony has said about him to Brandon. Let me tell you something. When Kobe started telling her, don't play with me, don't you ever call my husband again, don't call my husband, Christina was like, first of all, what is this about? Like, it's clear Christina not trying to give a Russell. You better not ever call my husband again. You call me Christina, I am not playing. Okay, I'm not playing either. Yeah, I don't know why Christina would call Russell, especially in the middle of that. That's why all this feels put on, but we gonna go along with it. It was dumb for Christina to call Russell. You already wasn't talking to the wife, so you had to know that the wife wasn't going to take too well to this. But the way that Kobe is insinuating that Christina want to be with Russell, which she doesn't, okay? And, you know, Christina, all of this, don't talk to my man, don't talk to my woman, I'm the one, it's just stupid. And we're grown. And I understand that's what kids play. Kobe is a kid. But I don't really have much energy to talk about it anymore. And plus, you know, Hector in the game down there is blasted, so I gotta finish, and I'm sweating too. Oh, child, I've had it. Anyway, y'all tell me how you felt about this episode. How many episodes is it gonna be? 8? Y'all let me know. All right, y'all, that's it. The video over. I'm sorry y'all got the music, child. I don't know if y'all gonna get Real Housewives, because I can't go through this again. We'll see as the week goes, but don't bet on it, all right? Anyway, make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.